Towing kinda sucks in build 42 Unstable compared to build 41, and I'm here to explain why. Before that, I have to prove to you that it's different, since many can't tell in the first place. Here is the Chevalier D6 towing a van in build 41. Once it gets to second gear, the speed just barely crawls up. If you drive down a long enough straight, it'll eventually make it into third gear, where it also just barely accelerates over time. Now for build 42, the D6 is almost stuck in first gear. Without a bit of slack in the line, it crawls forward. Eventually it gets into second gear, where it loses all momentum. Since cars in Zomboid don't automatically downshift if you don't let go of W, it'll eventually come to a complete halt. You'll either want to repeatedly tap W or set cruise control near the top of first gear. What did they change to create such a large difference? Stopping movement force. This seems to act as a constant brake. I'm going to call it anchor factor. Cars with low anchor factor are easily towed, while cars with high anchor factor act as anchors. The van has an anchor factor of 6, and the D6 can barely tow it. The step van has an anchor factor of 1. Once you hit third gear, the D6 continues to slowly accelerate while towing the step van. The step van weighs more than the normal van. I have no idea why it's easier to tow, but it is. Is there anything you can do to improve your towing capabilities? Yes. First of all, there's no replacement for displacement. Get a higher horsepower car to tow. The NASCAR with its 700 horsepower can easily tow the van. There's just one problem. A NASCAR isn't guaranteed to spawn. It has such limited spawn points, it's luck whether you can get one or not. You're also not guaranteed to get a perfect quality engine every time. If you guys haven't noticed yet, a lower quality engine has less horsepower. You can't improve engine quality, so it's down to luck again. Alright, so what else can we do? Pump up the tires. Vehicles with flat tires are harder to drive and tow. This is particularly important when it comes to the animal trailers. These things turn into absolute anchors if their tires are flat. Pump them up and suddenly they are easily towed by everything. Then we have the nuclear options. Tow in reverse or take the wheels off it. If you hook the D6 up in reverse to the van, it can tow it just fine. This is due to the reverse gear of cars having a magical force. Sadly, there's only one reverse gear, so your top speed is limited. I mentioned Sunday Driver being bad for towing, and this is the main reason. Not only does it make you worse at towing in general, it limits your reverse speed to the point you can't benefit from its magical powers. There is another way you can make something easier to tow. Take his wheels off. I guess our character is incapable of disengaging a brake and putting a car in neutral, but sliding the frame on the road is just fine. For example, if you somehow can't pump up the tires of an animal trailer, yet you can take its wheels off, you can drag it in first gear. Not great, but since you can't hook up to tow them in reverse, it's your only option in that situation. It's not guaranteed to work with every car either, just some of them. Before I end this video, I've been wondering about something. The 6-seater vans have an anchor factor of 6, and they can barely move under their own power in build 42. If I just delete the stat, can they finally accelerate at a speed other than snail? Yes, they can. It's clear the anchor factor applies constant braking force to the vehicle, whether it is being towed or not. Without the stat, the D6 has a far easier time towing it. It's fairly easy to mod the game and return it to a state similar to build 41, which I went ahead and did myself by overwriting the vanilla files. This is not a great way to do it if you want mod compatibility. It's more a proof of concept for my own use. Somewhat Frog saw what I was doing and made a proper mod for it. Rollin'n'Towing automatically sets the stopping movement force to 1 for all cars including ones for mods. Make sure to read the mod description so you know where to place it in the mod order, and give them a thumbs up for being such a gem to the community. It is hard to ascertain what the developers were going for with this stat. It seems to be half implemented, as not every vehicle has it set, nor does it follow an obvious pattern. The van's got the short end of the stick. Time for me to get out of here. Next on the list is fishing.